start. Okay, so down comes the towel, tucks into the pant line and down to the cheeks of the buttocks without exposing cheeks.
Can I just ask, was the bottom towel on, you put
Top.
this one on first, so the bottom one's like that, yeah?
Yeah. And then if you flip it down, the bulge of the towel is further down here rather than up here. Take your watch off, Cindy. Glasses, Gail. There you go. So, no jewellery, no rings, bands, watches, nothing that can catch the client. And we're going to lubricate. Skins are dry at this time of year. And make sure we lubricate the sides. A nice continuous effleurage movement. Okay, so when we're ready, we're going to start the lower back, hands either side of the spine, effleurage up with a nice ripple running in front of the fingertips. Come over the shoulders and down the side and back in along the towel line. So it's a rectangle we're looking for. And we want that pressure on those fingertips to give you a little bit of a ripple. How's the pressure in?
Yeah, good.
Good. So pressure up and lightly back.
Okay.
Don't forget your lunge, so you should be moving forward onto your front leg. And the next one we're going to reinforce into a figure of 8. So a bit more pressure, a bit more welly, that technical term that we need to be putting more into our treatment now. So figure of 8, feeling the way around the shoulders, feeling for the muscles, any lactic acid crystals, any twangy muscles. They're twanging, but not too many lactic acid crystals.
What's the twanging?
What's the twanging? Can you feel it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So then we're going to reverse it. So we pull back this time on the trapezius. Pull back. We were talking about stiff wrists earlier. So if your hands always point towards the head and let the fingertips lead and the heel of hand when you pull back, we're not twisting the wrist at all. And then we're going to effleurage down the far side as a linking move. Nice rotating effleurage to get to the far hip. And go straight into kneading. So what's your posture? You should have flexed knees and be square, straight ahead, so that we're not going to have one hip. Cindy, you've got your right leg turned out, that you've rotated that hip. That's going to catch you at a later date if you keep doing that. So we're kneading up to the waist and back. You can do a different type of kneading, alternating the hands, see how that feels for you. Get some feedback from your client. How does it feel?
Yeah, the first one was better.
You prefer the first one?
Yeah.
Lovely.
Wait yourself.
Yeah, although
I put a bit of palpation into it, so come back.
I think it's easy.
Oh, yeah, no,
Yeah, now I'm going to do different.
I think it allows you to relax more, doesn't it?
Definitely. I think if you've got like tighter muscles than this one, and then if you've got less tight than
The other one, okay.
Can we do a bit of both, pulling and...
Yeah, bit of both. As long as it's a knead. That's not a knead, that's a roll.
Right,
Yeah, that's rolling.
yeah.
So you need to be able to tell the difference between one movement and another. And then we're kneading again. So kneading from the towel line up to the waist on those love handles. And then we're going to keep a hand on and go around the other side. And I'm only going around the bottom because of the camera, that's all. Alright, so we're kneading, straight into kneading. Making sure your feet are square and your knees are bent. If your knees aren't bent, then you're going to take a lot more in your lower back.
Does it mean you need the table higher?
A bit lower.
Oh, okay.
If you get lower, then your table needs to be lower. So we're kneading. There's the pressure in, right?
Yeah, very good.
And rolling. So make sure you get the body moving when you do the rolling. Try and relax the client. Get the body rocking.
And that's just up to the armpit, basically.
Yes, and back again. And then we're kneading again. Good. Like to see a lot more flexion in people's knees though. That's it. Then we're going to do frictions along the sacrum, on the piriformis, so along the towel edge with the thumbs. Is that pressure all right?
Yeah. Could you move? Alright.
Really
Do you
nice.
want a little bit more? A little bit less? A little bit more.
So circular movements. And even if you adjust the towel, try not to take the hands off the body, all right? Coming a little bit further up maybe into the sacrum. And then we're going to do pressures either side of the spine, so the bottom hand is flush and pressure comes from the top hand. So pressure and slide, pressure and slide. Get a nice wide stance, move your weight onto the top foot.
Do you start right over the sacrum or just above it?
No, right by the towel.
Okay.
So right at the towel line,
Okay.
right there, all the way up. And effleurage down the side. No circles. Harry, look, just down the side. Yeah. I'm going to go around the other side and do the other one. And your palm needs to be flush. That's it. So get your palm down, pressure with the top hand.
Okay. Pressure's going on.
Pressure, slide, pressure, slide. Should have a temporary sort of stripe of fingers on the flesh to show that you've put pressure in. There's a few knots there for fun in there.
Mm-hmm.
Just trying to remember what comes next.
You're not very lucky.
Then we're going to effleurage up.
Yeah.
So what did I say earlier? If you forget what you're going to do, effleurage until you remember. Yeah, so we don't want any stopping. We're just going to continue and pull back. Wait for Harry to catch up. Pull back on the shoulders and effleurage out. So we're going to do that 3 or 4 times. And on the 4th one, you're going to walk up to the top of the couch and put your thumbs under the trapezius. Cool, let's tight there. Too much?
No, that's good.
Cool. Twirling. Boulders in your shoulders.
It's been a hard life.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's it. Don't forget the rest of your hands on the top as well. That's it. And then we're going to reverse it, go the other way.
Feels perfect.
Reverse.
So then you're going to step to the right side of your couch and come underneath the scapula with your frictions. Watch your posture, Harry. Legs spread, back straight. Come round the rhomboids. Get those legs apart, go on, flex those knees. Wider stance. That's it. And when you come to the top, we're going to knead. That looks good, but this hand, it's not coming up
Sorry.
here. It's a bit short. If you get it tighter, keep it tighter. That's it, right up at the top. And then effleurage out. And then that brings you back to another row. Good, so round the scapula, over the rhomboids. What's on top of the rhomboids?
Trapezius.
Trapezius, well done. And then when we knead at the top, what are we working there?
Supraspinatus.
Supraspinatus, very good. And when we effleurage to drain, what lymph node are we draining to? Axillary. Yeah, very good. So we're going to do 3, so up again.
Is that okay there?
A little more pressure.
Yeah.
And knead
Yeah.
Even more?
and effleurage to drain. And around the other side. And friction. The benefit of frictions is
Analgesic.
Yeah, that has the end of
Think of the other words, they make
can you
sense.
see the side you're on is the opposite to everybody else?
Oh,
Yeah? I need you to be working the same side because in the exam there's going to be 7 of you in here. And you would be buttock to buttock with somebody.
so you don't, I started
So
on
we're
the
always
right
going to
side.
go that way after the shoulders and then come round to this side afterwards.
Okay, but you start from, which side did you start from?
This side.
That's what I heard.
So we just need to watch
I must have
which
missed
side
one,
you're on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
one change over, sorry.
Yeah,
Don't forget the
That's why,
kneading at the top then.
Guitar would you do?
it looked like it too.
My shoulders and back of it.
And then effleurage to drain. And then we're kneading. And again, effleurage to drain. And then frictioning. And effleurage to drain. And we're going to lean across Going to percussion. And hacking. And beating. And pounding. And keep a hand on to go around the inside. A bit higher, Anna. Start right up the top. That's it. And then we're going to effleurage to finish. Making sure you have a ripple every time with your fingertips down, all the way up and over the top of the shoulders. And flick it away. You're going to clean your hands. Lovely.
Are you alive?
We're going to swap over.
Yeah, that was good.
Okay.
Well done. I should just stay here for the rest of the day.
I know, it makes you want to just go to sleep.
Yeah.
There you go, I'll take this one and hold it up for you.
Thank you.